There's no better way to learn responsibility than taking care of an animal, and no better way to do that than participating in 4-H. Let's learn what it takes on Extension Today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.
Here in Franklin County, we have a heavy participation in more of the non-animal projects because a lot of our members live in the city. And so when I started, I lived in a neighborhood and took mostly still projects, which is what we call non-animal projects. But then the last few years, I've kind of transitioned more to livestock projects. So this year, I'm taking turkeys, ducks, chickens, sheep, goats, and rabbits. Last year was the first year that I was able to take goats to fair. I brought 2 Nigerian dwarfs last year. One of them was Percy. He was my bottle baby that year. He won first place in the pet goat show. That was something I was really, really proud of. In showmanship, they're judging you and how you show the animal and present it in the best way possible. How much you know about your animal in poultry and rabbit showmanship. They have really distinct head shapes. So the does all have more of a triangle shape and really narrow foreheads, and the bucks have more of a square head with very chubby cheeks. And in the other ones, it's really about your control over the larger animals and how well you present them and hide their flaws. As you're waiting for your class, you groom your animal, make sure they're ready, get their show collar on, the chain goes under their chin, and then you clip it on tight enough that it won't slip off easily, but it won't choke them. And then we come up here, usually the show ring, the opening, we walk right through as our class number's called and get checked in with the junior fair board member. The judge wants you to walk a full circle around them so they can see how the goat moves naturally and how their body flows, make sure that their bone structure is correct. And then they have you line up. You want to make sure that their feet are sitting beneath their shoulders, back legs should be square, and then you want their head held high so that you can see the long neck. Then the judge will come around, feel your goat. They're checking for body condition, making sure that your goat is a healthy weight. They'll check feet and make sure that there's no signs of hoof rot and nails are trimmed correctly. Just overall condition and care that's been given to the goat.
How your teeth look. Smile.
The judge will go through and give you some pointers and tips for how you can improve what he saw in each goat and why he or she chose the goat that they picked. Goats are really curious and like to be around people. They follow me around, they want to be near me, so that makes it easier. They're really good goats, honestly. I've enjoyed this project a lot. It's the first time I've taken market goats. Rabbits, they're a little easier to control as long as you know how to work with them properly. In rabbit showmanship, you flip them over onto their backs and show their bellies and their feet and their nails. Once they're flipped over like this, I could probably let go of her head and she would just stay there because she just doesn't care. She's comfortable and relaxed, and eventually she'll wake up from the... So getting them used to being handled is really the big thing, but they're a little bit easier than the larger species because you can just control them. Especially the last few years, I've learned a lot. Being able to breed my own rabbits over the last year has taught me so much. All of my rabbits are tattooed in their left ear. Right ear is for the American Rabbit Breeding Association. If your rabbit is registered with them, left ear is your identification mark for your own rabbits. So our homestead is called the Dragonfly Homestead, so all of my rabbits are marked to DH and then different numbers. So Connie is DH02 and her baby is DH24. A lot about planning and record keeping, making sure that all my rabbits are bred on time. I have 2 does and a buck, and then I'm raising another buck this year, and I breed for 4-H. They're actually named after a radio story thing that we listened to as a family when I was younger, and a bunch of characters from there.
Oh, okay.
So all of my breeding rabbits are named after characters from that, and then my babies I just name different things because most of them I'm gonna sell. I can't keep them all even if I really want to. I think I've grown in just about every area of my life in my time in 4-H, but really I think that resilience and perseverance are some of the things that 4-H has taught me the most. Sticking with my animals even when they don't listen and they want to stop walking and lay down on the ground. that can be challenging, but being able to grow and perseverance through that is something that 4-H has given me.
For more information on Ohio 4-H and how to get your child involved, go to go.osu.edu/extension today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.